You remember things no one else seems to notice. Random facts, obscure details, fragments of information that appear useless in everyday conversations. And sometimes you wonder, why does my mind hold on to this instead of what actually matters? People may call you distracted, unfocused, someone who fills their head with irrelevant information instead of real priorities. In a world obsessed with efficiency, remembering random facts feels like a flaw, like your brain is working against you instead of for you, so you start believing that your curiosity is misdirected, that your mind lacks discipline, but your brain is not random. It is associative. Psychologists describe this through a concept called semantic network theory. Your mind doesn't store information in isolated boxes. It builds connections. Every useless fact you remember is actually a node in a vast internal network, linking ideas across domains. This is why your thoughts jump. Why one idea triggers another. Why your mind seems to wander, but never without direction. Think of your brain like an ecosystem, not a machine. A machine is efficient, linear, predictable. But an ecosystem is rich, diverse, and interconnected. The person who remembers only what is necessary functions like a straight road. You function like a city, complex, layered, full of unexpected pathways. And within that complexity lies a different kind of intelligence, the ability to connect what others cannot. There was a time when systems valued repetition and narrow focus. But the modern world rewards something else entirely: pattern recognition and creative synthesis. Innovation doesn't come from knowing one thing deeply. It comes from connecting many unrelated things in a way no one has before. Those useless facts, they become raw material. In conversations, in ideas, in problem solving, you begin to see links others miss. And suddenly, what once looked like distraction becomes insight. To harness this, you need structure. Think of it as the knowledge web, model. Instead of trying to suppress your curiosity, you organize it. When you learn something new, connect it intentionally to something you already know. Ask, where does this fit? What does this relate to? Over time, your mind becomes a web, not chaotic, but integrated. And in that web, ideas don't just exist. They evolve. There was someone who constantly consumed random information: history, psychology, science, even trivial facts. For years, it felt pointless. Until one day, in a single conversation, they connected ideas from different fields to solve a problem no one else could understand. What seemed scattered revealed itself as depth. Not because they learned more, but because they learned differently. You were never meant to think in straight lines. Your mind is not broken. It is expansive. It collects, connects, and creates meaning from what others ignore. And the moment you stop trying to narrow it is the moment it becomes your greatest advantage. If this made you reflect, comment below and tell me where you're watching from. Drop a emoji if your mind is always connecting random ideas. And if you want more deep, cinematic psychology, like this, subscribe, because understanding your mind changes how you use it.